Hello everyone and welcome back to the Great Book of Grudges. My name is Nathan and, well, a Vilitch the Curseling Let's Play has just dropped, but you guys have probably already seen that now considering that it's leaked a few hours earlier, and we didn't get this early, so I'm going to be a little bit late, as you can imagine from the time I'm posting this video, but I feel like we should talk about it because the Let's Plays always give a little bit more context on how characters specifically play, and sometimes give us a bit more information. So, without further ado, let's begin.
Vilitch the Curseling, a devout follower of the Changer of Ways, has been waging a bitter campaign rounding up Norscan tribes as his personal entourage and meat shield to break the bulwark of the North.
Alright, so this pretty much confirms that Vilitch will begin around Norska in these areas. That's for the Realm of Chaos campaign. We already know that in the Immortal Empires it begins next to Cafe, but in case you want a smaller campaign and you just want to experience the story, well, it's not a bad start. I'm wondering how close to Daniel will be and all that, but it should be fun, because you should, in theory, be able to avoid other Chaos factions to go down to Kislev.
What do you mean he's creepy? No, he's not. He's beautiful. He's a bit creepy. Look at that arm. Ooh. You join us on turn 50, where Vilitch has caused just the right amount of human suffering to push into Kislev's bountiful lands. But the Twisted Twin is not the only one who has their eyes set on the Kislevites' plump and tasty souls. Oh, those cheeky beggars. The forces of Festus have been laying in wait for fresh souls to dedicate to Grandfather Nurgle.
Weird that they put the trailer so early into the video. Mind you, the Let's Play itself is only around 7 minutes, whilst the others were a bit larger, but I'm imagining they've shown off, well, pretty much all of the rework at this point, so it's just to kind of just show off some cool shots here and there. This is the first time I'm properly seeing this, keep in mind, just like you guys. So yeah, let's just carry on.
There's nothing sweeter than harvesting the souls of a rival's army.
Two things, Vilitch has really cool animations. Second thing, oh god, I love seeing the war shrines. I can't wait to play with them. I've been waiting for this unit for so long, and yes, I know I've been saying that on pretty much any time that they show the war shrine, but I am legitimately excited. I can't wait.
The patrons of Pestilence run prepared for the presents each have provided our pitiless pack. That was a mouthful. Now nothing stands between us and the souls of man. But the Kislevite forces are not going to simply roll over. Gostautin of the Great Orthodoxy is pushing his armies into the land of our Norscan vassals. Fortunately, Hargroff Soul Shredder, that's quite the name, one of Vilitch's trusted lieutenants, knows how to deal with pathetic zealots.
I have noticed a few frame drops there when they were in the campaign map, but that was Realm of Chaos, and I do know that the Realm of Chaos map is kind of weird for frames. Hopefully it's not the same for Immortal Empires. It's a weird thing. It's honestly a weird thing. But we're going to have to wait. Keep in mind that they probably recorded this like maybe 2 months ago or something. So that could have been on a really early build. So don't be worrying. And I'm really only mentioning this just to calm you down. Because anytime there's a frame drop with one of CA's videos, I always get these comments going, oh my god, frame drops, this game sucks. It's like, chill guys, chill. We haven't seen the full product yet, have we?
Oh, look at that one. Armoured Cossars are nothing before the burning breath of a Chaos Dragon. Grouped up units are a great target for the Penumbral Pendulum. Silly weak humans didn't stand a chance against the might displayed by the forces of Chaos. The souls claimed by Hargroff's Soul Shredder has even impressed the Chaos Gods themselves, which, in all honesty, isn't too hard to do. As a lord or hero dedicates themselves to Chaos, they walk the path to glory. As they accomplish various tasks, the gods themselves will grant their servants boons. Each lord and hero will have their own unique task from the Dark Brothers to accomplish in order to gain their prize.
Alright, so this is kind of like the big names for the Ogre Kingdoms, which kind of makes sense to translate it over to Chaos. I kind of like the idea. And if it's varied, then it'll be even better. And it looks like it's kind of varied. As long as it's not just, we're going to see the same things over and over after we get a few playthroughs in. I mean, I don't mind if that's the case, but having a few different ways to do it is just going to be a lot better just to get a boon.
Great champions of Chaos can even be granted the Mark of Chaos. The Mark of Chaos will inspire a lord or hero to become their best selves and hit the gym, where they'll fully devote their meaty mortal lives to their patron Chaos God.
Freaking wonderful. Look, they change quite nicely cosmetically just to be like if you turn a sorcerer into a proper Tzeentchian sorcerer. I like that. I really, really like that. So I'm assuming it's going to be just like the tabletop where certain laws of magic are attached to certain characters. It's not just the chaos laws, but some of the generic laws too. Like for example, here it was the law of metal with the law of Tzeentch. So it should be the same laws that you have access with the demons, which would be law of shadows with Slaanesh, and Law of Death with Nurgle. Sorry, I had to remember that one. For some reason I was thinking Law of Life.
If they lift hard enough, they'll even ascend to demonhood as a direct servant of one of the gods, or to Chaos Undivided. But a Jimbro demon comes at a cost. Granting a lord or hero the Mark of Chaos will halve their rank and reset their skills to be chosen again. Worry not, through vigorous research one may find ways to mitigate such penalties.
Alright, I was a little bit worried because, yeah, half the ranking and stuff, but it looks like you can mitigate that. That's not too much of a problem. I don't mind. I'm not too keen on the fact that we have more undivided Demon Princes because that's like a tremendous law break. Unless Creative Assembly just flat out admit now, you know, they're focusing more on 6th and 8th edition law. But, yeah, let's not open that can of worms again. Another thing you'll notice is that the Demon Prince of Tzeentch is pretty much just Daniel. It's using the parts. I think that works. They made a lot of parts. It needs to get reused. I don't mind as long as it's kind of varied and it's not the exact same demon every time you ascend a character into demonhood. Either way, it looks cool and I like the idea of ascending mortals. I mean, it's not supposed to be a quick process. It's supposed to take hundreds of years, but it's thematic with Total War and you know, you could do that on the tabletop too. If you would beat a challenge, then you could have the chance to ascend. And it was just really, really interesting. So I love the fact that that's being done here. It's just really nostalgic.
Now go, Curseling. Lead your armies towards the destruction of Kislev. The Soul Shredder's brand new wings easily carry him over the enemy's barricades to attack the back lines. And his ascension gives him access to fun new toys, like Blue Fire of Tzeentch. Our network of rifts lets reinforcements from the north get straight to the front lines. Is that all you've got, Kostautin?
Unstoppable fate! Kill, maim, burn!
Looks like the exalted hero and his manticore are eager to kill some fanatics. Get 'em, boys. We'll send our Chaos Knights around to the side to capture the main point.
Ending them!
Oh, what, that is such a nicely organised group of Corsairs to drop Tzeentch's Firestorm on top of.
Hey, the original art is back. Okay, this is pretty good. I'm a bit happier now because the old system, well, the new system that was implemented for Warhammer 3 was just way too generic. This at least gives it a bit more life, and I think that's awesome. It makes it a bit more stylized, and it might not seem like it's very important to a lot of people, but it's immersion, right? And immersion's really important for these types of games.
Dogsy is destroyed. Bet they didn't see that coming. But the armies of the Ice Queen prove as tough as the land they inhabit. It would be a shame if something changed that. Using the changing of the ways, we can break the spirits of weak-minded mortals, allowing us to catch them on the retreat. I was a weak-minded mortal once. Still am. Our research into Tzeentchian magics has allowed us to influence the relationship of these mortal empires. A rumour here, a bit of name-calling there, a gaggle of gossiping demons later, and old friends become strangers. Kislev stands alone. Ice Queen, more like... Loner Queen.
I think they didn't really have a lot of time to write the script, right? It's perfectly fine. I like the idea that you've got the changing of the ways mechanic. It looks a little bit stripped down, but that's fine. I'm keen. I like Vilitch. I think Vilitch is a pretty cool character. I can't wait to play him, to be honest. I'll likely play him in Realm of Chaos, though, not Immortal Empires, because I'm not too interested in fighting Cafe non-stop. But this seems like it could be a fun campaign in total.
I'm sorry, Cat. It's time to die. Ice cracks and stone crumbles as Vilitch's armies descend on the final stronghold of the once mighty Kislev. Their souls are naught but a delicious morsel, a great offering to the architect of fate.
Obliterate them! That will work! Vilitch and Daemon!
It is not enough. As long as there are still mortal souls to claim, our job is never done. To the south, the lands of the Empire are home to many, but as we step into the forests of Ostermark, what we see are not the sprawling cities that we were expecting. Someone else got here before us.
Alright, so they're hinting at Valk here, because we know she's coming next week, but yeah, okay, not bad, not bad. I love Vilitch's mechanics. Well, yeah, Vilitch and For Him, it's the brother too, but you know what I mean. It's actually quite interesting. So far, not a bad display. I'm quite excited for this DLC. I don't know if that doesn't sound too well on my part, but it's just because I'm extremely tired. But I'm actually quite hyped up. I'm honestly really, really hyped up. It's going to be a weird way to make an order as to what I want to play first, because I'm kind of thinking, oh, maybe I want to play, well, for sure I'm going to play Azazel first, but then it's like, ooh, maybe I want to play Vilitch next, or Festus. Then obviously Valkyria's coming up, so maybe she'll take the next slot. It's cool. It's honestly really, really cool. What do you guys think so far? I'm super excited. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and let's start a bit of a discussion.